Coach Bruce Arians.
Let's go, let's turn it up, baby.
Julio takes the top off of defense.
Yeah, baby.
Can't be more physical than DeAndre. Quarterbacks read this defense. Khalil Mackenberg. All right, shut down against the Snappers. One shot from the 25, baby. You get a drive, they get a drive. Score and go for two. Tie it up, and it's tug of war time. All right, now. This is your first play. 75 yards to the line. Let's go. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Wide open to Jones, complete. And they'll be stopped by the defense after a big old chunk of yards. Snappers, give us that crackle and make it pop. 1st and 10, he'll throw it. And what a catch by Julio Jones. Crossing into enemy territory. Things are starting to heat. I'd say that too much. Yeah, you're going over there. 1st down, going to the ground. And a minimal gain that time. Chris Jones shuts it down. You got 1 yard. You playing hopscotch or what? 2nd down and he'll throw it. And he'll get this one down at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tonight, like 20. Listen.
Tackle.
1st down on the ground. Just a little bit closer. Just 6 more yards. 6 more yards. Say it. Close enough to make both teams sweat. Who wants it more? Running on 1st and goal. And they stop him at about the 1.
We go tonight. Like 20. Tell him. 76.
2nd down. They'll run it. Drive to touchdown on the ground. Okay, Snappers, you've got my attention. Here we go. Bruce Arians looking to get his squad in for two.
I got you.
Here we go. Bruce Arians looking to get his squad in for two.
Hey, let's go.
Touchdown, defense. 58, boy, 58, 58.
It appears they're going to throw for it. And he'll get in. 8-0.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Let's send this thing to tug of war. Show them you can do the same and put up 8 this drive. You're not starting this thing off right. Gotta call plays faster.
We play to win. Let's go.
Defense forgot the team name on that first drive. Let's see if the offense can pick up the slack. Jackson looks to throw. Moving to his right. Rolling to his right. Throwing short here. That's complete to the tight end.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
First carry for Jim Brown. Not much, but they'll have to take it.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
1 yard gain last time. Come on now. You can do better than that. On second down, here's Jackson. Complete to Brown. Touchdown, shutdown. Somebody came to play. Let's go, Coach Jen. Show them what a real KO looks like. They'll try to run it here, and he'll get in to tie this game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It's tug of war time, and we've got something a little bit different for y'all. The end zones are going to get bigger after both teams run a play. Score first, and you're moving on. They'll throw from the 50. Nick Bosa gets through for the sack. Now Jackson. Now he'll move out the pocket. Took too much time back there. Brought down outside the pocket.
We go tonight. I'm playing. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Uh-oh. Can he get him? Whoa, bad pass right there. Picked off. Oski. Pass is. Here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's
Let's go, snappers. Get this session of tug-of-war started off right. Back to pass. And looking for the big pass off target. That's an INT, y'all. They got it. It's... Man, they gave you all those free yards last play. Now let's get it done. Go for that KO. Jackson looks to throw. Now he's forced out the pocket. And he'll slide to avoid the tackle.
Let's go.
180. 12.
They go shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A hard pop to make the ball drop.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Set, ready. Now to work. Watch the run.
Now Jackson. Sliding right. Shut down. Going on that aerial attack. Snappers, come out of your shells. Give it another shot. Coach Lil Yachty.
LeBeau.
Y'all hear that? Here comes Freaky L.
Let's go, baby. Get hot. Get up. Let's go.
The pride of Duval County, Mr. Brian Dawkins. Jamal Adams, put number 33 in your secondary. Backyard Heroes, Dot City. Aha! You made it! Welcome to Superstar KO. In this mode, man, we laying tracks and talking smack. So if you ready, let's get it started. Your ball, one drive. Superstar, you are live. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. He sets the fire deep. Oh, and this one is incomplete. Looking at 2nd down now. Still 10 to go. It'd be nice to pick up that new set of downs right now. They'll throw here. Randy Moss makes his first catch of the game. Defense finally brings him down at the 49-yard line after a massive gain. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going deep and all the way home for a Dot City touchdown. Coach Beckham got the squad ready for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. He'll get in the end zone. That gives them an 8-point lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
Superstars have setbacks, but they never give up. Go put up 8 of your own. Drop behind the line. An alley. Back to the yard now. But remember, heroes never quit.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young. On first down, Peyton. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On second and 9. Young, man open, that's Terrell Owens. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Terrell Owens, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That one complete to Driver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Rodgers going to throw. That one complete to Okoye. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. Breaks a tackle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. Kansas City getting the football back here. This is a team ranked 6th overall in the NFL in offense. They were 5th in passing, but just 23rd in rushing. And we talked about Mahomes earlier, but how much do you think they need to run the ball to be? It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Steve. With 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Young. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Cameron Meredith, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something that...
And Owen coughed it up! But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Okoye, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready, break.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Leo!
Watch out.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Go! Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Cameron Meredith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives your defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now is Brees. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, this is Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Brees now to throw. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Brees now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Terrell Owens there to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Get ready, get ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 50, plant.
A first down throw for Young. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Steve Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Young from the shotgun. Man open, it's Moss complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, set.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Young on first down. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Randy Moss, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So the drive there took 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Breeze. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Breeze now on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 15 for the Niners there on a first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Walter Payton, 60 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. Fielded about a yard deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. It's Young on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Young on third down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terrell Owens there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And a very familiar sight, T.O. in the end zone. How about 3 different seasons he led the NFL in receiving touchdowns and is the only player in NFL history to score a touchdown against all 32 NFL teams. And even crazier, he had at least 2 touchdowns against every team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. For the hard, and now the kick is blocked. And all the defense has it. The big fella. He's at the 50. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Young. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high.
Now Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right?
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Young. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, box drop.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Young now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot for Young. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance.